Today is March 18th. It is 4 o'clock. This is appeal number 455,
Correct.
60 Silson Road. Dennis Doherty
Yes.
and Kathy.
Yes.
The town value is $910,400. Your ask amount is $765,000.
Correct.
Dennis is appearing. Okay. I'll swear you in. Please raise your right hand.
Should I stand?
No.
Okay.
Please solemnly swear that you solemnly swear that the information you shall give regarding this appeal be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Okay, if you sign there. Okay. I'm not sick, by the way. I always wear a mask.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good.
Have to, unfortunately.
I'm
I'll
sorry.
learn it the rest of my life, I guess. Okay. All right, so you're appealing the value because you have an appraisal. It demonstrates a value of $765,000. You say that it was affected by traffic, for one thing. The bedroom layout.
That's what my appraiser said.
What's the traffic?
The guy who did the appraisal.
What did he say?
Well, he said, well, first, I did the telephone appeal, and
Mhm.
I got it from the $1,055,000 to the 910.
Oh my God.
And then I appealed, submitted my appeal, got the notice of hearing. So, first thing on the vision statement, I had marked up where they had some things incorrectly listed.
Okay.
The second floor, they had it, I think, 720, and it's actually like around 600.
Oh, I see here. Okay.
Okay. And then same thing with the basement area where they had finished and unfinished.
Okay.
They had that wrong. So I marked that down. So that would drop more or less the rebuild value by 28.6, but less depreciation and assessment percentage came out to 12,840.
Okay.
So then I had the appraisal done by a certified residential appraiser
Mhm.
for the 765. And he also put in comps in there.
Yeah.
And so my first question was, are those comps okay? Because I know you're supposed to take them from your neighborhood, so I
But
have.
if you can, but
Right.
the thing that the appraiser can do, that we can't, is they make adjustments.
Right.
So, even though it might not be in your neighborhood, I think they were more interested in the streets themselves, how busy they are. Stratfield Road is busy, Woodbridge is busy, Love's not so much. This one is, that's you, okay. Center Street, no, Wilson Street, yes. And Burroughs Road is busy.
And that's one thing I noticed on the website, it stated for the comps, it said, not to use busy street comps if you're on a quiet street.
Right.
Mine's the exact opposite.
Yeah.
I'm on a busy street. That's why I submitted the tri-state traffic report, because it shows that about 9,000 cars a day go by my house.
I was trying to read that, but it's so small.
Yeah, I know, but that's the biggest I could print it.
Let me see. Where do we see that?
Should be there on the average. But it was like 8,900 cars a day.
Number,
Let's see if mine is any bigger.
okay.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, yours might be a little bigger.
So these are the weekly totals, or the daily totals, and this was Labor Day of 6,900, and then it was 8,842, 9,083, 8,600, 9,367, for an average of 8,975 a day. So I was just getting to the point that I live on a very busy street, unfortunately. It wasn't when I moved in, but it is now.
How long ago did you move in?
Bought it in 1980.
A long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, before you could walk across the street without worrying about the cars.
When we moved here, I was a little kid. You can ride your bike on Round Hill Road, 5 kids across, ride right up the street, not a car.
Right.
Same thing on Mill Plain. We used to ride our bikes to school, right down the middle of Mill Plain Road, down St. Pius.
You're not gonna do
Not
that
a car.
now.
Oh no, couldn't dare. The other thing we used to do that you would never let your children do today, especially your girls, is we used to go hang out at Fairfield Hill and watch the Giants practice.
Oh,
Get all their
right.
autographs, hang
Right.
out with them. Can't do that now.
Yeah. So the reason why I asked about the comps, because I did pull off on the town website 6 comps. They all have either less bedrooms or more bathrooms, but they're the closest ones I could find in my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's very hard to find exact,
Right.
and we know that. So, okay. So you come close, and then we make adjustments. Similar, not as specific as the appraiser does it, so you can see them here. Every place they went plus and minus,
Mm-hmm.
those are adjustments to try to equal it out.
Right.
And that's how they come out with their number. Now, where is her number?
Right there.
Here it is.
And he has it dated for 10/1/25.
Okay, great. Okay, so, looking at the comps, and where they are, and the adjustments, I don't really see a problem with it.
Oh, okay, because if you did, I had this, so
Let me see that.
that's off the town website of ones in my neighborhood that were as close as I could get, you know, of bedrooms, square footage, bathrooms. But as you see, every one of those either has more bedrooms or more bathrooms.
This is your neighborhood?
Well, it's 85, yeah, that's my neighborhood, was 0085.
Where are you on Stilson?
Between Fairfield Woods and Black Rock Turnpike. Right across from the field. The baseball
Oh.
field, right across from there.
Okay, that little strip.
Yeah.
Everybody forgets that's Stilson Road. But it is. This is a large neighborhood because do you know where these streets are?
Oh, I know. I
Or
like
you're
looking them
near-
up, right. Like I said, every one of those is on a nice quiet street
Yep.
too, you know, so.
Yep.
But it was the best I could find that was, again, close to my house.
Can I have this?
Oh, yes, yep, that's your copies here.
Really interested in this one, where it's a quiet street, very quiet street, actually. Way up off of Morehouse. And it's appraised for less than what you're asking.
Right.
And it's a quiet street, so. Okay. What else would you like to tell me?
That was it, short and sweet.
I have no questions, based on the appraisal that I see here. I don't want to lose that. Okay, all right, so what happens next is I bring this to the board meets as a group. Not sure when we're starting or deliberating on the appeals because there's been so many appeals.
I saw that.
So,
Almost 1,000, right?
yeah, that should tell you something's wrong. We never get that.
Oh, really?
This is a huge number for us to manage, but
Yeah.
the most, I've been doing this for like 12 years, the most I've ever had is like 600.
Wow.
And that was commercial, 400 residential and 200 commercial, which we didn't hear all of them because they go over a certain amount, we don't hear them, they just go to court,
Okay.
okay? So the choices for you are, so we'll meet and discuss it and we'll vote on it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll either grant it the way you requested it, or we may say, well, we'll give them partial but not all. Or they might say, no, we're not going to give them anything. If you're not satisfied with the results, you can go to court.
Right.
And it might be worth it, because paying an attorney for a few hours might be worth not paying that amount of taxes for 5 years. That's a huge difference.
No, understood. That's why I'm appealing it.
Yeah, so hopefully it'll work out.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Paul.
I have no other questions. Very nice to meet
All right,
you.
nice to meet you.
My pleasure. Have a good day.
Thank
Good
you
luck.
very much.
Yep. It is 420, it's appeal number 504. The address is 289-291 Riverside Drive. Oh, this is 289, we're appealing only 289?
It's one unit.
It's one house, but 2 units.
Okay, 289 Riverside Drive, it's a two-family residence. Brett and Barbara Stern, both are here. The town value is $1,089,200. They're asking to be reduced to $916,738. Valuation computations are out of alignment with comparable properties. See attached. Okay, so,
That's just a copy of it.
all right, so now I have to swear you in. Please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear that the information you shall give regarding this appeal will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
I do.
Okay, great. They're sworn in. Usually there's a form you sign, but that's in the other person's room, and she didn't get it for me, so we'll just say,
Okay.
that's why I'm saying you're sworn in. Okay? Okay, so, now what do you want to tell me?
Okay, so we'll take, I like visuals, so this is our property. It's on Riverside Drive, okay? That's the sheet that goes with it,
Okay?
okay? So we're on a street where this is like the only two-family home on the whole street in the whole neighborhood.
Okay.
And we had to try to find a comp that was a two-family house, and the closest one we could find was 1,500 feet away,
Okay,
which was here, Longview Avenue.
Okay.
So as the crow flies, it's just less than a quarter of a mile away, because there were no other two-family houses on our street.
somebody else was in here the other day from Riverside, and they used Longview as
More
a...
map. Yeah, okay. So we found comps that were two-family houses that were less than a quarter mile away, like
Okay.
there was one here.
See this one, or either one, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
That one sold in 2020.
25.
yeah. So that one's 7 bedrooms, 4 baths, 3,100 square.
What do you have?
So we have 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and it's 2,911.
Square feet?
Yeah.
So when they assessed that property, it assessed for actually
That's what they bought it
5,100
for.
less than it,
Oh, okay. They bought it for 600,
Yeah,
660.
660.
660,
And then the assessment actually came in lower than what they paid for it.
and then which one, okay, I'm looking at 187, because here it says it was purchased in 2025, and here it says it was purchased in 2023.
Oh, did I write the wrong
Unless
thing?
you, wait a minute, you might have, yeah,
I probably wrote the wrong thing here.
probably wrote, yeah.
Oh, maybe this one was 2025. Oh, okay. Where's the, maybe that one was,
This one was purchased in 2023.
oh, okay, so that's just the,
That's this one, okay.
okay, so I just made a mistake there, so that should be 23. Okay, sorry. Right.
Okay,
So, okay, so you could see that it was assessed $5,100 lower than what they paid for it in 2023.
mm-hmm,
So we bought ours the same year, 2023,
mm-hmm,
for $842,
and then it went up.
but it went up $247,000
Okay.
higher, which is a
Right.
34% increase.
Okay, and then this one on Long, the other one on Long,
Yeah.
was sold in 2025.
Yeah, that's this one.
Let me see that one.
4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. And they were assessed at almost the same as what they paid for it, basically. They paid $500,000
Yep,
2025, and they were assessed at $500,500.
okay. All right,
So we thought that was kind of weird. Let's look into it a little deeper,
okay,
right? So if you go to where it says chart number 3, we started looking more closely at this one because we felt this one is more closer to like our square footage than in the
Mhm.
price too.
And the condition was
The condition.
was better than ours or equal, while this one was not as nice.
okay,
So
I mean, not this one, sorry.
yeah, so if we just look at this is us and this is them, so they have more square feet,
mm-hmm,
okay? They were much newer, and they have far more space.
Yeah,
Okay, so, this is the dwelling value per square foot that they were charged, and that's the dwelling per square foot that we were charged.
and theirs is nicer.
It's newer and nicer.
Newer and nicer,
Yeah.
or equal. We got rid of the one that we felt wasn't, we haven't been inside it, but by the outside condition, we didn't think 27 was comfortable.
But I mean, to have 4 bathrooms and 7 bedrooms, that's almost like 3 apartments, basically, as opposed, I know they're claiming it's 2, but to have, 2 extra bedrooms and 2 extra bathrooms than us, it's like having a whole nother apartment, and yet we're charged way higher than them. So then we started thinking, okay, if we took the numbers they used for Longview and plugged them in for our property, where would that put us? Like what would the number come out to be? So we did a formula where we looked at, the values here on this line, and we used them for our values, like square footage and everything. And when we added the land and the garage to that, it came out at $994,423. So, and then the other one was the,
Let me just stop here for a second.
okay, sure.
That Longview one,
That one is,
87 Longview, there it is. Let's see something here. Okay, this has a little less than a quarter acre of property.
the Longview Avenue.
97 Longview Avenue. How much property do you have?
So we
.15
had,
or something.
.15?
Well, let me check.
just the land was.
Bottom of the front page of the field card,
Okay,
at the very bottom, it'll say land acres. Way at the bottom.
.14.
.14.
So we got a smaller lot.
And what's your land value? Right there.
797,900.
Okay. Your land value, even though it's smaller, he has it assessed much higher, or appraised much higher. And I can tell you why. I'm not saying it's right, I can just explain why. It's because it's a different neighborhood. And when he multiplies, he uses numbers and multiplies them across to come up with this.
Right.
One of the numbers he uses is this neighborhood adjustment. Your property, he's multiplying by 2.5. On theirs, he's multiplying by 1.2. That's why their property value is so much less than yours,
Okay.
just so you know.
So,
Do I think that you belong in this neighborhood? No. But that's not I didn't do it, so.
so we're kind of, like, I feel like a two-family house has such limited,
Our value is kind of capped at like what we can rent for.
Now, what are you renting? Are you living in this at all?
no.
Okay, so this is totally for investment.
Yeah.
Whereas all the other, they're all houses on the street, so we're kind of evaluated at like this single-family rate when we're not really a single family.
Now, what do you charge for rent?
So
Top floor is 3,800.
3,800?
Yep. And the bottom floor is
32.
32 or
32.
32.
Okay,
32.
all right. So, Katie, excuse me for yelling. Katie! She's looking for you, but you're in here.
Oh.
I get your Riverside, but you're in here. Okay, now, at the value that he gave you, oh,
Are you
hello.
calling me?
Yes, I was calling you because these are the people from Riverside.
Oh,
That the secretary put in here because
how
you
did
were
you
busy.
get here?
They got here because the secretary decided that they should put it in.
Well, you got the worst officer. Good luck. You want this? How are you doing this without anything?
They had
You guys
paperwork.
brought all
I
the
swore
documents.
them.
Look
I
at
swore them,
you.
but I can have them sign it now.
All right, so you're good. Oh, they're gonna go through the roof, they're not gonna know what
Oh,
to
yeah,
make of it.
we already had a big fight about that today. We'll go over that later.
Met fan?
Me,
Uh-oh.
Should we just move this
I have
to
to
you?
say, I watched, yeah, right, I sort of kind of watched the baseball class, I'm a Yankee fan, and when I saw Juan Soto, I couldn't, no offense,
but he's not even on the American team.
correct, yeah, but he's going crazy in the Dominican Republic, and I'm like, I hate that guy, and then I think either he didn't try hard to catch a ball, but they ended up going over the wall, and they thought like he probably could have saved that home run, and I was like, typical, he's a dog, and I'm glad you guys are paying for the nose for him.
So what I was getting at is, I'm trying to get at, I don't know if it'll work, but, so at the value that he gave you, the $1,089,000, so say $1,090,000, make it rounded up.
Yeah, yeah.
What would you have to charge for rent to pay the expenses? So that means the taxes are gonna go up
Right.
Right.
by a lot. So what's your cap rate on these?
I never thought about it that way.
I mean, like what, it seems like it's gonna go up like 30, at least 30% tax-wise.
Well, the mill rate will drop, but we don't really know to what we're, she's proposing 19, but that doesn't mean we'll get it. That's
Right.
just a guess.
I mean, it's
So-
gonna be a huge, that's the other thing, is do we just put the whole cost on the poor people that are living there, you know?
Most people do, that's why I asked that.
So we can't, because they have leases, so.
No, not one, oh, yeah, you can't, yes, that would be helpful, yes, thank you, that's what I was looking for. No, you can't do it now, but, excuse me, but like if they were to leave and you had to re-rent it, actually, let's talk about now.
Okay,
So they've got a lease for this amount,
Right,
so you can't raise it.
right,
So now you're gonna absorb those costs.
exactly. And it wouldn't be fair to make them absorb the cost, even if it did go up.
Well, you could, most people would, I mean, most people, you're very kind to say that, most people would say, well, my cost went up, so now you're gonna pay me, instead of $3,200, you're gonna pay me $3,700 or $3,900 to make up the difference, because I'm not gonna pay the expenses, that's why I'm renting this out, so it
Right,
can pay for itself.
right, but I feel like when you get too high up, you can't get the
Well, that's the
renters.
thing, that's the thing, you can't get the
Because
renters.
there are two renters who have been there for a while, we barely raised their rents any.
Okay,
Because
Alright.
they're older, like, there's two seniors.
Oh, okay,
citizens
so-
on one level, and actually, everybody in that house is over 60 years old.
when do those leases expire?
They're,
One is July, and one is August or May? I know it's like summer time. So we still have like 4 months maybe.
What I'm trying to get at is, I'm trying to get at a way to make it more desirable to the board, to say, well, look, here, these people have these rents in place. They can't go change the rent just because their expenses went up. So now they're gonna bear those expenses. That's not what the property's for. It's to make money. That's why they rent it. They don't rent it just to be nice and give somebody a home, and pay part of the cost. They're renting it so they can make money.
Right,
So when this goes up like this, at an unreasonable amount, they can't make money.
right,
And that was everybody who came in here with two families with rental properties, that was their argument.
right. And the house was built in 1914.
Yeah,
So
so
it's not like, people be like, oh, this is older, and I can go to the Metro or the Alto and pay the same amount or less and have a brand new apartment.
even if I know the land, they put a premium on, because I guess that area you said they raised substantially, Riverside.
That green zone.
Yeah,
green.
yeah.
But our house is at the Bridgeport side of it, which I guess they don't differentiate.
Unfortunately, they don't, but they should.
And,
Um,
but the value of the structure, if we just went on the structure alone, we're still $100,000 almost over
The other structure,
the other
which is
structure,
newer.
which is much larger
Yep.
and has the 7 rooms and 4 baths.
Yeah.
Okay. So, while I'm looking, I'm gonna just highlight something. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna ask you guys to sign that you were sworn in,
Sure.
now that we have the paperwork. This is the one I'm most interested in, right here. Okay. Ready?
So pulling single-family house comps wouldn't help us?
No.
Okay, so we,
It won't help you.
So we had to do two family.
That's
Oh.
why we had trouble finding it.
Right.
Yeah.
We were
You would
like,
have had to go, for example, the people that were here, there were people on Riverside that were here, and their problem was that theirs is a single family with an in-law, but they were labeled as a two-family, but they're really not a two-family because they're restricted. They can't just rent out both sides like an investment. They have to live on one part of it. So it should be graded differently, which means their taxes would probably go down. In your case, you are a two-family, but there's no comps. There were no comps for them either.
Yeah,
So I had to go over into the university area to find something.
right.
So
Well, you can see too, like, this is us, and we're like right,
I don't remember their address, but they were only like 5 or 6 houses from. They were on the curve.
So we're on the curve too.
There were 5 or 6 houses. They said
Yeah.
from the Post Road,
right,
which I saw. I was talking to somebody about them today. Somebody else on the board. We were discussing it. And I was saying how they really don't belong in the neighborhood where he put them because that's the beach area.
right.
And really, you're closer to Grassmere.
That's what we are.
Yeah, we're right next to the dog path.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he considers Riverside the beach area. So that's where you get that high number when you calculate the land.
Right,
And that creates the overvaluation of the property because it really should be graded in
right,
Grassmere, not in the beach area.
right. That's why this is Grassmere too, I think it's Longview.
Yes, it is. Yep. Yeah,
Even though
Longview is.
1,500 feet away.
Yeah,
That's
right. And then,
that's how close.
if I argue that, I know he'll say, I don't care what he says, but the answer will be, well, you have to stop somewhere. Yes, but why stop there? Let's move it down a little bit. So,
Who is he?
Assessor.
Oh,
He
okay.
picks the neighborhoods?
Oh, yeah. He does. We don't really do any of this. We're here for you guys to hear your appeals.
Yeah.
The assessor, every 5 years, the state makes him reevaluate the town. And he hires a company that does this to help. He figures out the formula, and then they go out and do all the work and bring the stuff back, and then he reviews it and changes it or whatever. So it's really the assessor's office that does this, not us.
Right,
We get elected to for you guys to have a place to come to appeal.
right. And it was a new company this year, right?
Yeah, it was a different company this year. Yeah, Tyler, who is from they're not local. They're being sued in, I don't know what state, I can't remember if it's Georgia or another. They're being sued for their poor work performance.
Oh, boy.
So,
Because it seemed like everything that was sort of in order, it kind of went out the window.
yeah, kind of,
Yeah, like the letter, like, what was the purpose of the phone call with them? It was like,
yeah, what's the purpose, yeah.
it was useless.
Well, it was useless, but they like to offer that, because they think that, like, if they can satisfy somebody, that's one less person who comes to us. Remember, their job, the way I look at it is, the assessor's job is to grow the grand list for the town, and he does that by raising taxes.
Right,
Now, he has to follow something, he can't just do it, but because everything went up so high because of COVID, that was a great thing for him.
yeah,
It gave him a great opportunity to just raise everybody's taxes up.
Right.
But that's not really how it's supposed to work.
right,
So, he got away with it. And then he made these stupid neighborhoods that don't coincide with what they should be.
right.
Then he added on to some people. I'm surprised he didn't do it to you guys. He did it to them, because I remember looking at their field card, where he gives them an extra tax. He did it to you. No, he didn't. That's weird. He uses something called a location adjustment on some neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And besides this, where he gets a value, he then adds another tax over here, makes it higher. He didn't do that to you guys. So you're lucky in that respect. That's the only thing you're lucky in.
Okay.
But, so the land is because of the neighborhood? All
The land is because of the neighborhood, because unfortunately, I left my phone home, because I usually can figure it out in 2 seconds, but I can't do it in my head
Yeah,
that
no, I
fast.
understand, but,
Yeah, it has to
and
do with
if there's two structures anywhere in town and they're exactly the same, would they be valued as exactly the
The
same?
structures might be valued as the same, but the land would be different depending on the neighborhood.
Right, so that's a good comp, then, the fact that they're bigger, more rooms.
Yes,
And
I
they're-
put that as the best comp that you have. That's a really good comp.
Yeah.
It's just that unfortunately, they're in a neighborhood that he values as less desirable, so he uses a lower multiplier
For the land.
for the land. Yep.
But the structure is still,
The structure should be the same.
should be.
Now, it's interesting because I don't know what, let me see. This is yours, right? Yep, okay. That's not you. Let me see what your building is like that. Or appraised at. Is it field guard? Okay, that's you, okay. Okay. He says your building is valued at $277,500. In other words, if that's what he says it's worth, I don't know if it is or not. Usually older houses are not.
Yeah.
To me, that's a high number considering the age of the house.
1914.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what he says yours is worth, and what does he say theirs is worth? $201,200, and it's bigger.
Right.
So that's not right.
Slightly nicer weather today, right? Yesterday, the day before it was miserable. And,
Still pretty good.
You have to remember all these things.
For every-
Do I have to remember it all? No, I took notes, and we take these, and
Yeah.
so I'll have it in front of me when I go to the board, yeah.
Just do that a lot.
It's a lot. Yep, been doing it a long time now. The longer you do it, the better you get at it. You're lucky in a way, like, okay, do you guys have anything else you want to tell me?
That's
I
basically
think
it.
that's it,
Okay,
right?
let me shut this off then. All right, it is 450. This is appeal number 960. 460 Beach Road. Michael Dean
Yes.
and Amy. Michael's here, representing himself. The town value on the property is $1,462,755. He's asking for a value of $1,315,000. I'll swear you in. Please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear that the information you shall give regarding this appeal will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Very good. I'll have you sign this. Okay, there you go. I get that over with right away.
All good.
Okay, so I was looking at this earlier before you got here,
Yep.
when no one was here, and it looks as though you are appealing because of external obsolescence. The home is located on a busy street, main access to the police, EMS, fire, beach traffic, adjacent to the cemetery and Sherman Elementary School.
Correct.
Okay, so what else do you have to tell me?
So I'd like to start with a very, very quick summary
Okay,
of my background. I will only go back 21 years.
okay, I can go back 60, but we won't do that. Go ahead.
I have been a licensed real estate agent or broker for the last 21 years.
Who are you with?
William
Oh,
Raven.
God.
Does that help me or hurt me?
I hate to admit that I'm a real estate agent, I'm with Ravens also.
Oh, you are? What
But not
office?
with Southport, but not really.
Okay.
He's the broker, so we're associated with them. We have our own office.
Okay.
We're on Miller Street, right across the street from the train, right near the train station,
Okay.
with Denise Walsh.
Gotcha. I know Denise. So, I've been with William Ravis, for 8 years.
Okay?
I've held a number of positions, regionally and most recently, at headquarters for 2.5 years doing acquisitions and joint ventures. About a month ago, I was, charged to lead, Westport, Wilton, and Norwalk offices. I'm the managing broker.
Oh, who was
of
in
those three
Westport?
offices.
There was somebody else in
Mia
Westport.
Capella.
Yeah, what happened to her?
She resigned.
I can't say that I would blame her. Okay.
That's all I know.
That's all we'll ever know.
So, I bring up my background
Hang on,
only,
interrupt him one more time. You keep talking, I'm just gonna look through. Do you have South Pine Creek next? I'm gonna take
Yeah,
it,
take it.
if it's here. He's just sitting, I
It
think it's
should
the
be,
old one.
no, you're right here.
You do. Okay, I'm gonna take
Yeah,
it.
take them.
Okay.
Okay.
Excuse me, go, huh?
so I bring up, my professional qualifications only because I think it makes me, unique when compared to the rest of the residents in Fairfield. I know there's other agents, but I feel uniquely qualified to be able to, address valuations, and appraisals.
Okay?
So the external obsolescence, as you probably know, also called locational obsolescence as defined, and it's been around for hundreds of years. It involves specific physical proximity issues that directly impair the property's use and enjoyment. These factors are permanent features of the location and cannot be remedied by the property owner.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 4 things working. I only listed 3, but I have 4.
Okay.
Because I'm also located in a flood zone, which costs me over $2,000 a year, and again, makes the property potentially less valuable to potential buyers. That would be the least of the 4. my property abuts to the parking lot of Sherman Elementary. If you go down Beach Road, I'm the first white
Oh, yeah.
colonial, right?
Beach Road.
So Beach Road, where it does the S-turn, around, right past the cemetery's on the right, you just pass the cemetery, my house. If you were to drive straight, you would hit my house.
Is it a big Georgian colonial?
It's not Georgian, I don't think. No, that's the one next to it.
Okay.
That's 470.
Okay.
The very first one. It was the one where everyone, before they put the stop sign at Sunnyholm, it was the one where everyone drove through the fence.
Oh, sure, right into
Into
it,
the
yeah.
front yard.
Okay.
The stop sign was put in before we bought. Fortunately, no one has come through the fence.
Oh, that's good news.
But my property line abuts to Sherman Elementary. Now, I will argue that, of course, Sherman Elementary is considered the second best elementary school in the entire state of Connecticut. That's a good thing. But some people may view as school traffic, buses, extra cars on during the school season, that could be a problem with extra volume, all right? The second abutment is to the old burial grounds.
Mhm.
I share the original stone wall with the cemetery. Granted, it is not an active cemetery, except on Halloween, where we do hear voices.
Mhm.
But again, that could be a bit of a factor in a buying decision
Mhm.
for some of us, for some people. And then finally, Beach Road. It is the main thoroughfare for EMT, fire, and police, because there are only two stop signs between Old Post Road and Fairfield Beach Road.
Yes.
It's also not a street where people park their cars like Reef, for
Correct.
example. So they are able to gain great access, which we need, right? But of course, that traffic goes right past my house, along with, during seasonal, beach activity, that is a main thoroughfare to get to Penfield as well. So there is extended traffic, and there's a lot of traffic, and it's high-speed traffic, unfortunately, through a school zone. So that is my professional, business argument, if you will,
Mhm.
to why I'm the only property that I know of that have those four factors in the town of Fairfield all together.
Okay.
Flood zone, cemetery, school, on a busy road.
And I'm guessing that your house is not elevated.
It is not. I have the original stone foundation in my basement that we use for storage.
Okay.
I would have to fill it in, lift it,
Yep.
and all of that, not happening. Also, I ran some quick numbers on the old assessment versus the new. And if my calculations are correct, as you know, in real estate, there are two components. One is land, one is improvement. Land, due to the law of scarcity, I'm sure you remember from real estate school, is the part of the formula that is the appreciating asset, the one that grows in value because we can't make more of it. The structure or the improvement is the depreciating asset because as it ages, it loses value. We have, in the 8 years that we've owned the property, so it'll be June of this year will be 8 years, we have not made any major improvements to the home, meaning new roof, new kitchen, new bathrooms, new additions, new landscaping, new this, new that. We have done regular maintenance and some painting, but nothing that would suggest that the improvement over the last 5 years since the last revaluation increased 30%. If I had made improvements, I couldn't really make this argument. The land, just for reference, has increased 62%, the value of the land. Probably argue a little bit about that, but again, I would be going against what I just said with the law of scarcity. It's a quarter acre. I think it's valued at $1 million. Probably pretty close.
So it's unfortunate because when a property sells, obviously that's a comp, as you know.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, what the assessor doesn't always take into consideration is what like the fact that that's a busy street. For example, sold a lot on Penfield Road,
Yep,
quieter.
great street.
And it could take you down to Penfield, but you don't see the traffic on it that you see on Beach Road.
Right.
And that sold for $1 million, that was several years ago. So now, what's it worth, $1.3 million?
Yeah.
And so right away, okay, now everybody in the beach area, now those lots are all worth that. Well, no, not really, no, they're not. But they don't account for that, they really don't.
You pick up my house, magically with a helicopter and move it over to Penfield, and I own a $2.5 million house.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, this is due to locational obsolescence and external
Yep.
obsolescence. This is beyond my control. I am not here to argue that I want my taxes lowered because I think they're too high, right? Which I'm sure you get a
Yeah, they are too high.
I'm here to argue actual real estate principles and actual features of my property. And I think the drive-by appraisal, or the drive-by appraisal, as we know in our business, is ridiculous. You can't just take a tax record of 3,108 square feet and say its price per square foot is this, because every home on the inside is very much different.
Yeah.
If I had GE Profile appliances, that's one kitchen. If I have an imported stove from France,
Yeah.
that's $30,000 just for that.
Yep.
That makes it a different price per square foot.
Yeah.
Um,
That's why people come in here all the time with me. Well, I did a square foot analysis, I might have just ripped my hair out of my head. I'm like, no.
It is the
How can
worst
you?
way to value a
Right,
property.
because you don't know what's in those houses. Can you tell me what's in your neighbor's house at $100 a square foot as opposed to your, no.
You are in the business, obviously.
So,
It
yeah.
is the absolute way.
I did a lot of new
value.
construction, so it's like you can't
Yeah.
compare. I don't know if you're aware of this, but have you looked at your field cards? At the bottom, I just
Not
want to
for
point
a
this
while.
out.
Please do.
This is your land,
Okay.
okay? And I know you're not arguing the land, but just to point out to you, when the assessor values the land, he multiplies the number of units by the price per unit, by the condition, which is usually 1, except in your case it's not.
Okay.
He gives you a discount because of the school and the burial ground
Okay.
of 15% on the land.
Okay.
So you're 0.85 instead of 100%. But in certain neighborhoods, he then adds on another factor, which then raises your value and raises your taxes.
Okay.
Just so you know, that's like an extra tax.
Okay.
I tell everybody that because I'm hoping to see that someday there will be a class action suit. I'm just waiting for it.
Right.
But we haven't had it yet. But yeah, just so that's, because people wonder, like, my God, how can my land be worth that much? Well, here's how. You know, if you're in this neighborhood and he multiplies by this factor number, it's one number. If you're around the corner, this might be a bigger number and it's higher. So there's just no right way to
So
do
there
it.
was a house we actually rented on Birch Road before we bought. We transferred here from Chicago 8 years ago. And it was this crappy little house on Birch, filled with mice and ants, but it was a place to live until we found our house. So that got torn down recently, and they are building currently that piece of dirt sold for $1.2 million.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's a quarter of an acre. It wasn't a huge, I mean, most of the lots in the beach area are on .26. But again, the value of my dirt, right, if you put it over on Penfield, that's one number. The value where it sits today, abutting to a cemetery and a school, that's a different value in my view. Now listen, would we have bought that? We bought the house, we knew there was a cemetery. We bought the house, we knew there was a school, right? Doesn't bug me,
Mm-hmm.
right? We bought the house. We paid, I think, $1.2 million for it. But my concern is going back to resell the house. Does that shrink my buyer pool?
Yeah.
Right? It does, because that could be a problem for somebody, right?
And it's a cultural thing too.
It could be,
And
and then
in some areas.
it's on a busy road.
Yep.
And 2 of the bedrooms are on the front of the house that look down on that road. The master bedroom is in the back, which is good. But it's all of these factors together, these 4 together, which I believe support my argument of external obsolescence, things I can't control and things I can't fix. And as a result, I don't think I should be valued the same way as many other homes in the same neighborhood.
I agree.
Okay. That's all I have.
Okay.
How did I do?
You did well. The thing that bothers me about the land value is that he's got you valued at $968,000, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying that's 85% good. Well, considering all the things we just talked about, all those factors, we'd have to add another 15% on to find out what he thinks the real value is.
Yeah,
It's over $1 million
Yeah.
for the land, and I don't see it.
yeah. I
So-
don't either. I don't either.
Okay? Do you wanna hand me any of those things that you have written there?
It's really just print-offs
Okay.
from the assessment. It's just my scratch and scribbles, there's nothing.
Okay, then I don't need it.
There's nothing of secret here.
Okay.
I just have the definition of, because I couldn't memorize it quick enough.
What was it again, Dee?
The external or locational obsolescence. You can have that, because it's nicely defined.
Okay,
Some other examples would be right over a flight pattern at an airport.
Yeah.
You back up to a nuclear plant,
yeah.
those are
You
sort
face
of,
the highway ramp, we have some of
yeah, those are
Yeah.
fairly, extreme examples. I'm certainly not representing that, but I appreciate your time.
My pleasure, very nice meeting you, good luck.
Thank you. And,
When did you take over those offices?
about a month ago.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah.
Tell my friend, my name's Paulette.
Paulette.
Tell my friend Linda Meyer that I said hello.
Yeah, great. I shall. Yeah, and I know I've met Denise a few times. She's a
Yeah,
lovely
Denise is
lady.
good, she's great.
Yeah.
That's why I'm with Ravis, I would not be with Ravis if it wasn't for Denise. I said no to her a million times, finally,
Yeah.
she's like, please, I really need, there was a time when they were really busy, she's like, please, I really need the help, I'm like, I won't work for Ravis, I told you that already, did it once, won't do it again. It's like, but you won't be, just think about it, you never have to go into the office, we're here, we're not there.
Yeah.
So, her offer was pretty good, I said, okay, I'll give it a shot, and it's been great.
Yeah, they do good in Southport. I think we still have 60% market share.
Yeah, they got a lot, yeah,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of agents too.
There are. There's
Yeah.
probably 150 to 200.
When I didn't work for him, I used to love to, I used to love to use that in my presentations. The Ravis will come in here and tell you they have 60% market share. They have 5 times more agents than anybody, they better have 60% market share, something's wrong. Yeah, he has a big market share.
It's a it's a $20 billion company
Yeah.
now.
I know, it's amazing.
Yeah,
It's
so.
amazing, he started out, above a grocery store in
Yeah.
Fairfield, and
Yeah.
nobody wanted, the other realtors, the other
They tried to
brokers.
run him out of town.
Yeah, yep,
He said, watch me.
yep,
They're all gone.
yeah, most of them are dead.
And you know we're the second largest privately held brokerage in the entire country? The
In the
country.
country, oh, I didn't know that.
Howard Hand is number 1.
Wow.
And we don't go west of Manhattan.
I gotta say, I don't agree with his business practices.
Old business
But
practices, he's changed.
I have to tell you, I'd rather deal with him than his sons.
Yeah,
And, you gotta give him credit for what he did. It doesn't matter if you say, well, I don't like the guy. It doesn't matter, you don't have to like him, but you have to give him credit for what he's done for himself and for the company, so.
52-year-old company.
Yeah, yep.
And I think we have 4,500 agents and
Yeah.
140 offices
Yep.
in 8 or 9 states, whatever it is.
Yeah,
So,
he's,
you'll see us in South
done
Florida
well.
now, in Naples, Palm Beach. We own Naples. I don't
Yeah.
know how we did it, 6 offices there. We just bought some companies in Hilton Head.
oh yeah, I thought I saw that in the.
Charleston
Yeah.
is next, Long Island in the Hamptons, I did that deal a couple years ago. And, we're expanding more into Florida, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, thank
gotta give
you,
him his due.
thank you, yeah, right?
Yeah, you gotta, listen,
You can hate him you can hate him, but don't hate him for
right, you can't
success.
answer success,
You know?
learn from it. Yeah.
And, because it didn't happen by getting up late and going to bed early.
No, it
you
didn't,
know?
no, he worked hard at it.
Thank you for your consideration, I do appreciate it.
My pleasure, good luck.
If you're ever in
Hopefully it'll
Westport,
work out.
come see us.
I will.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Okay. It is 5:10. Appeal number 461. The address is 57 Wilson Street.
Correct.
Raymond, how do you say your last name?
Ngoje.
Ngoje?
Yep, that's good enough.
Raymond Ngoje is the appellate. Town value is $615,800.
Yep.
You're asking for an amount of $505,000.
That's correct.
Okay, you're here representing yourself. All right, I'm going to swear you in. Please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear that the information you shall give regarding this appeal will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I swear.
Okay. Here you go. You're going to sign that. Okay. Okay. Now, let's see what we have here. Okay. Grossly, compared to comparables attached, the house is On Extreme Busy Street, that's true.
Oh, you know where the house is?
I know exactly where it is.
Ah!
I sell real estate. I've been here my whole life.
Ah! I don't even need to say anything today.
A lot of repairs
Let me
needed in your
just put all
house.
my stuff down.
Put it all down, yep. Okay, so, what would you like to tell me? Let's start with the location first.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even have to say it. It's a busy street. And that house, if you know exactly where it is, close to Park Avenue, the
Yep.
usable land on there is like nothing. You know, the front just goes right into the busy street. The side where there's a patio, small patio, the back, we're literally next to the neighbor, right? Another thing is, we still have a lot of repair work to do on this house. I think I put the pictures in there, I have more pictures here. Painting, patchwork, just tons of stuff that needs to be done. Even from the pictures, kitchen is outdated, we don't even have a dishwasher in there, old appliances. Bathrooms also outdated, in need of work. It's a small house. You go upstairs, the Cape Cod, you know, literally you, even at your height, I think you could touch the ceiling in my house. And again, you know, I submitted the appraisal report in there.
Oh, you have an appraisal?
I have an appraisal in there.
Excellent.
Yeah, so that should.
That should help out a
provide
lot.
even-
Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, that should provide even more info. And that's up your alley, so.
Yeah, okay, in place. In place. In place. Well, in place, sold a lot of houses.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the house, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Look at me. Okay. This is the street, it's nice little statement property. Okay? That's your backyard or your side yard?
That's right next to the neighbor. That's the
Okay.
side, the back kind of. Those are like basement pictures.
Yeah.
But I have
I
these
see
in
the
color
inside or
too.
not, yeah.
If, I don't know whether I should leave this one in color or.
No, that's okay, these are fine.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay. All right, well, when you give them an appraisal, it's helpful, because then we have the independent, person looking at it.
Okay.
I don't understand why she or he used those comps, but because they're not, oh, I see why, never mind. Because that's a small, this is not a busy street, Mina Place,
Yeah.
side street, but that's kind of good for you, because he's saying that, you know, he's comparing you to the side street, making adjustments.
Yeah. And I think he was trying to go with comparables, because those are kind of like ours.
The house, you mean?
Yeah, those are the ones that he used.
Acreage is very similar.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Do you, are you guys actually able to come too to see what I'm saying, or like?
What do you mean?
Like to actually verify, you know, 'cause.
You mean come to your house?
Yeah, like you're free.
Yeah, we could do that.
You're more than welcome.
Oh, thank you.
You could put that in there.
It's like, you know what, we only go, there's so many appeals, and not everybody goes, I'm willing to go.
Okay,
I'll go if it's like something that's really difficult to explain, like there was a guy in here yesterday,
okay,
it wasn't hard to explain, but I think it's hard unless, I want to be able to verify it, that
okay,
his house, his land,
okay,
he's got a road on his property
okay,
that actually has a street name. I mean, it's not just like a drive, it's an actual street, and it's on his property.
okay,
And it takes up a good piece of it, and I'm like, okay.
okay.
Now, nobody would believe that, so I figure I'll just go there and drive on it and say, well, I was there,
Yeah,
you know, but yeah, for something like this, you have a good appraisal, you have pictures, I don't think we would
Okay.
need to go.
okay,
But thank you for the invitation, I appreciate it.
all right.
Some other time perhaps, I'll take a rain check.
All right.
Do you have anything else you want to tell me?
That should be it, that should
Okay.
be it, yeah. You know, it's actually interesting. How do they come up with these values? It's super.
I wish I knew, because I don't come up with them. We don't work for the assessor. The assessor comes up with the values.
Okay, okay,
He does it with a formula
okay,
that he has to develop,
okay,
and then he hires a revaluation company to help him put it all together and do the legwork.
okay, okay,
And I don't know where he gets his numbers from. Supposedly
okay,
he gets them from, sold comps.
okay,
But, and I think for the most part he does.
okay,
But I think sometimes when there aren't comps, he just puts a number out there
yeah.
and hopes nobody complains. Now,
Yeah.
this is what can happen. I bring your information to the board,
Okay,
okay? And then we discuss it, go over it, and then we vote on it. If
Okay.
we can vote to grant it the way you requested it,
okay,
to give you somewhat of a discount, but not the whole thing,
okay,
or to not give you any discount at all.
Okay.
With an appraisal, I doubt that would happen.
okay,
Good, but I doubt it.
okay,
If you're not satisfied with the answer you get from us, you will get a notice in the mail
okay,
telling you what our decision was. If you're not satisfied,
okay,
you can go to court.
okay,
Pay attention to the dates, because you have a limited time.
okay,
You can file with the court and go with your appraisal to the court,
okay,
and you might do better if you don't get it from us.
okay.
Okay?
Sounds good.
Great.
And usually what's the, like, the response time? Like?
Hang on a second, I think we're done with this. Okay, the time is 5:22, and this is appeal number 468, 709 Burrows Road, Thomas and Carol Portera,
Yeah.
686, the town value is 686,700. You're looking to be reduced to 620,000. You are both here. Okay. Let me swear you both in. Please raise your right hands. Solemnly swear that the information you shall give regarding this appeal is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Okay, there you go. Both sign that. Okay, what would you like to tell me about your property?
I guess what I was concerned with is the fair market value,
Uh-huh.
which I mean, I know our house is not for sale, so we can't get a true one, but I went on like Realtor.com and Zillow.com. Actually, I went on the computer and I asked for what the fair market, what their value was on October 1st, 2025. And I got the one 607,400, and the other one, was 617,100. Kind of what I based the 610 off of. I don't know if you have any copies
Okay.
of this stuff.
Let's see, maybe I will. Now, let me just say this.
Oh, we also have comparable.
Yeah. It's
Okay, I was gonna say, comparables are the best, because Zillow, you realize that the word Zestimate is a made-up word.
Yes,
it's not real.
yes.
So their
I
numbers aren't real.
understand that,
Okay.
yes.
So we would never want to use them for as a source of any serious,
But
value.
like,
Sometimes they're right.
It wasn't close to the 686.
sometimes they're right, sometimes they're not, but you have comps, and that's what we need.
Okay. I looked at the comps from like October 1st, 24 to October 1st, 25. I also picked up 2 sales that weren't in the ones I got off the website.
That's interesting, okay.
So,
Is this the ones from the website?
Yeah,
The assessor's website?
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
there are some that are hot, there's one that's high. Our house is nowhere near as large as these houses.
A lot more square footage.
But I don't know if you look at the average, I think the average is about 206,000 with the 8 properties.
Seven oh nine boroughs, and this is for 61 boroughs. And it's sold in 24. Wow. It sold for $696.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. And then
But I mean, it is over 1,400 square feet, but it's kind of up there.
Okay. It's on about, you're a little over half acre.
Oh, I think that was only.
You're
Yeah, they reduced that.
1,176 square feet.
But they have like a space.
Right.
Too bad.
Okay.
Okay, I looked at.
Oh, this one sold, okay. This one sold. Putting green. It's a little bit smaller than yours.
There's only one that's smaller than mine.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, and it sold for 540 in 2025, which is good. We don't know how big the lot is.
Well, it says 24,500.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Let's see, 9,375, 9,375. So 9,494 is 18,800. Around a half acre. Okay. Let me see what yours is. Okay.
Ours is 1176. The house.
No, the land side.
That's 24.
I got it right here.
25.
Square feet, it is 24,000. Okay, so that's about what this one is. Okay, so the land's about the same, house is slightly smaller. Okay. You don't happen to have the field cards for these, do you? This one's 1,152 square feet, sold in 2025. This is J Circle. J Circle. Does this happen to be your neighborhood? I'm assuming he's got you as. Neighborhood. $85. Okay, I wouldn't have put you in that same neighborhood, but if he did, that's okay with me. Because it helps. Well, yes, well, for example, you wouldn't want to pick, let me see, you're on Burroughs Road.
Correct.
So you really shouldn't pick, Tom's in Tungus Hill, because it's a lesser value property. You also wouldn't want to pick them in Greenfield Hill, because it would be more expensive.
Right.
So you want to try to stay in your neighborhood, because that's where you get, the more equal values. That's why he does that.
Right.
But J Circle, if I'm not mistaken, J Circle is, it's like,
I heard of it.
not too far from Andrew Ward.
Okay.
So it's not close, but he does stretch neighborhoods out, so. Okay, so that one was for what? 640, okay.
Wait,
You're asking for
yeah,
620.
J Circle was 625.
J Circle, where are we? Oh, yeah, I was looking at the other one.
Yeah.
J Circle is 625.
625.
Putting Green is 540. It's a little bit smaller, but, okay, that could make the difference. Let's see what the other ones are that are good. I'm trying to find it closer to your size, so I don't have to make too much of an adjustment. The other ones are all larger, and they are
And on Blackrock Turnpike, that's,
686. They're all,
you're looking at the land or the,
I'm just looking at, right now I'm just looking at the sale price.
okay, there's one that was on Blackrock Turnpike that sold June 9th, 2025, 1,120 square feet, the house.
I don't see that on here.
560, yes, I said.
That's your
I
extra.
found
Those are,
two.
those are the
I
two
found two
that
more.
were not on there.
Got it up and they had comparables on them.
Well, Melville Avenue could help you, but Black Rock Turnpike won't help you because it's Black Rock Turnpike. It sold for a lot less, but let's face it, it's Black Rock Turnpike. Who wants to live there? You know what I mean? It's like, that's a highway, really.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
I
So
was
what
gonna
I'll
say,
do is-
our road is very busy.
Your road is, there's no doubt, and you have the cemetery there. I don't know if you're by that, I don't know if you're near there.
Yeah, no, we're a little further down.
And you have the field up the ways,
Yes,
Yeah.
we're near
Yeah.
the field and the schools.
and the schools, yep, so, we're going to add this one in. Oh, you have it already, okay, all right. Okay. All right, so, let me see
So my
that.
other comment was, we're in a wetland area.
Yes, I think, let me see, did he, I think he accounted for that, let me look.
Okay,
Well, I saw it in field stuff. Yes, he did, see,
okay.
there's your field card,
Oh, it's on here? Oh,
on here, wet.
got it.
Yeah,
I
okay.
didn't
And he
know.
discounted, but he discounted only by 5%, so don't let me ask you about that, okay? You have a half acre lot,
Well, it's in the back.
it's in the back. How much of it is wetland? Well, you take a guess, like, is it a big area?
Right over here. This is ours.
Okay, that's you?
Yeah.
It kind of has you in two sections, is this it? Oh, here, 709 Rose, yeah, okay. Oh, here, I see, okay, so there you are, I'm guessing. That look right to you? Here,
This is Coral, okay. This is right, yeah,
Okay.
this is ours. right
so,
here.
all right, so,
So we say down with this little spot there.
all right, so,
Plus this house and this house during their storage. Anyway.
so, we have wetlands. With two neighbors. And into,
Well, it's the one next door and the one behind us.
okay. So now that drains into your yard, does that show like, did you have standing water?
Except I didn't take a copy. I have a picture.
Okay.
It's not a lot, but. I usually get this huge puddle. And then there's a couple of smaller
Oh, yeah.
ones. Towards the back,
How long does it take for the water to drain?
still there from the storm.
Yeah, it's more from the storm,
Several days, I mean,
It
this
takes several
one,
days.
but this one especially. At the bottom of the drain.
Okay. So it's in more than one place?
yeah.
Yes, it's water. And also goes into our garage.
Oh, okay.
Because our driveway is boundary for the neighbor, the one
Okay.
neighbor.
All right. What else?
Well, it's hot.
Okay, all right, well,
Never done this before.
well, most people that have come here haven't done it before, so
Okay.
you're not the only one.
All right.
Okay, I got this, you can take that back, I
Okay,
think.
you don't need all this.
Let me see, I have this page,
So the wetland.
this has the other page. Okay, I have the wetlands, let me see.
That's not this
Doesn't seem like I have as many pages.
copy. No, because I didn't think of that, so I
Okay.
talked to.
I'm gonna take that one,
Okay, yeah, I put that in.
you're gonna have this one back. To your file. Okay? Okay. Okay. I don't think I have any other questions. I think that, you know, the comps, a couple of those comps are good ones where houses on quieter streets
Right.
sold for less, which is good for your point, because they should sell for more if it's a quiet street. If they're the same size, and
Exactly,
they should
yeah.
sell for more. So the council plus the water factor, and the 5% reduction on the property line, on the land itself, I don't believe is enough.
Okay.
Considering you have standing water for several days, plus it's in your garage.
Yeah.
Nothing can be done about it?
Well, if we, if we put a drain in, but then I don't know where they would
Right, then what
drain
about
it
it, yeah.
into.
We're kind
Just,
of,
my
Don't I
neighbor's-
drain it back and have it come?
There's a house in my neighborhood the same way, it's on a corner, and the guy to the right of it, like behind it, and to the side of it, years ago, there was wetlands there, and this is for the
Yeah.
wetland regulations, so they got to build those houses there, they probably wouldn't be able to do it today without more difficulty.
right.
So they built these houses where it was wet, I mean, standing water, there was a pond, we used to ice skate on it when I was a kid.
Oh, wow.
So, it was a little pond, but, so they built these houses, and these properties were flooding. So they, I don't know what they did, they put in a pipe, they put in a drain on this one guy's property, and his yard is like, it's wet all the time, it's soggy, I don't know why he allowed it. He allowed them to do it. It's like, what were you thinking? He had to sell his house. I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna tell people? Your neighbors are draining their property on yours, and you're pumping the water somewhere?
Yeah.
I mean, it worked out okay, the couple that bought it, there's nothing on the market, so they were happy to get a house, but still, it's not, so I understand what you mean. Yeah, if you put a drain
And I
in,
think
where's it
if
going?
you drain it around the house, it'll either go in our backyard.
Yeah, where's it going? Yeah,
Yeah.
so, okay.
I don't think it would flow to the other
I don't think
neighbor,
so
the other
either.
side neighbor
Yeah.
yard, so,
Well, you have nothing else?
no.
Okay, we're finished.